Over the past 6 videos, we've explored the powerful Hermetic principles that govern the universe and shape our reality. Today, we wrap up with the 7th principle, the principle of gender. This universal law teaches us gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. But this isn't just about biology. It's about the balance of energies that makes creation possible. Let's dive in.
So what is the principle of gender?
The principle of gender reveals that everything in the universe contains both masculine and feminine energies. These energies aren't about physical gender. They're about qualities that complement each other. The masculine energy represents action, logic, and drive, while the feminine energy embodies intuition, creativity, and nurturing. Together, they form the balance needed for creation and manifestation. This principle is echoed in the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 says, "So God created mankind in his own image, male and female, he created them." This balance of energies reflects God's design for creation. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 reminds us, to everything there is a season, showing us the interplay of masculine and feminine forces in divine timing.
So tell me, how does gender affect manifestation?
Manifestation requires both masculine and feminine energies working in harmony. The feminine energy allows you to dream, visualize, and connect with your desires. The masculine energy takes those dreams and puts them into action. Neville Goddard often emphasized, imagination creates reality, but it's the combination of imagination and action that brings your desires into the physical world. Think of the principle of gender like planting a garden. The seed represents feminine energy, the potential for growth and creativity. The act of planting, watering, and tending to the seed represents masculine energy, the force that brings potential to life. Both energies are necessary for the harvest. Galatians chapter 3, verse 28 reminds us, "There is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus," pointing to the spiritual unity of masculine and feminine energies. And in Proverbs chapter 31, verses 16 and 17, we see the balance of energies as a woman uses wisdom to plant a vineyard and strength to tend it. Balance creates results.
Okay, so how am I supposed to align and use both masculine and feminine energies in my everyday life?
So how do you align these energies in your life? First, you embrace your intuition. Spend time connecting with your inner world through meditation or journaling. Feminine energy thrives in creativity and vision. Take inspired action. Masculine energy is about doing. Break your goals into actionable steps and start moving forward. Balance, don't overdo. Too much action without vision leads to burnout, while too much vision without action leads to stagnation. Balance is key. Trust the process. Creation takes time. Be patient as you nurture both energies to bring your manifestations to life. Take a moment now to reflect. Are you leaning more into masculine energy, pushing, striving, and doing, or feminine energy, dreaming, imagining, and waiting? Write down one way you can create balance between the two. Remember, both energies are essential for creation. Neville Goddard taught, "To desire a state is to have it." Feminine energy allows you to desire and imagine, while masculine energy brings that desire into reality. Together, they form the dynamic duo of manifestation. The principle of gender teaches us that creation is a dance between masculine and feminine energies. By aligning your intuition with action, you can manifest anything you desire. This wraps up our manifestation series on EdTV, but the journey doesn't end here. Revisit these principles often, apply them, and watch your life transform. Until next time, remember, balance is the key to creation.
Wait, slow down. So, can you explain to me how all 7 principles work together with each other?
Sure. To truly understand how the 7 Hermetic principles work together, let's reflect on the biblical story of Joseph. His life is a masterclass in manifestation and a vivid illustration of these universal laws in action. The principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. Joseph's story begins with his dreams. In Genesis chapter 37, Joseph dreams of greatness, of his brothers' sheaves bowing to his, and the stars, sun, and moon bowing to him. These dreams were the seeds of his destiny. The principle of mentalism reminds us that everything begins in the mind. Joseph believed in his dreams, and despite the challenges ahead, he never lost sight of the vision that was planted in his heart. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. Joseph's inner belief in God's promise was mirrored in his actions. Even when sold into slavery and later imprisoned, he lived with integrity and faith. The principle of correspondence teaches us that our inner world shapes our outer reality. Joseph trusted that his circumstances, though difficult, were part of a greater divine plan. His steadfast faith eventually led to favor in the eyes of Potiphar, the prison warden, and Pharaoh. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Joseph's unwavering faith kept his vibration high. Even in the darkest times, he didn't allow bitterness or despair to consume him. The principle of vibration reminds us that the energy we emit determines what we attract. Joseph's positive energy and trust in God allowed him to rise above his circumstances, eventually interpreting Pharaoh's dream and saving Egypt from famine. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Joseph's life is filled with extremes: love and betrayal, favor and imprisonment, famine and abundance. The principle of polarity teaches us that opposites are part of the same spectrum. Without being betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery, Joseph wouldn't have been in Egypt to interpret Pharaoh's dream and rise to power. What seemed like a curse was, in fact, the path to his purpose. His lows paved the way for his highs. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Joseph's life followed cycles, seasons of hardship followed by seasons of favor. The principle of rhythm teaches us that life has its tides, and Joseph understood the importance of trusting the process. Even in prison, he remained faithful and diligent, knowing that every season serves a purpose. His ability to flow with life's rhythms allowed him to succeed when the time was right. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Joseph's actions, rooted in faith and integrity, created the causes that led to his eventual rise. His interpretation of Pharaoh's dream was not luck. It was the result of years of preparation and trust in God's timing. The principle of cause and effect reminds us that every action sets a chain of events into motion. Joseph's obedience and wisdom positioned him to become second in command over all of Egypt. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Finally, Joseph's story highlights the balance of masculine and feminine energies. His feminine energy allowed him to dream, intuitively trust God's plan, and show compassion to his brothers. His masculine energy led him to take action, managing Egypt's resources during the famine and boldly reconciling with his family. The principle of gender teaches us that creation requires both vision and action, and Joseph embodied this balance perfectly. Joseph's journey shows us how the 7 Hermetic principles work together to create transformation. He used the power of his mind to envision a better future, mentalism, trusted that his inner faith would reflect outwardly, correspondence, maintained a high vibration despite adversity, vibration, saw the good in life's challenges, polarity, flowed with life's ups and downs, rhythm, acted with integrity to create positive outcomes, cause and effect, and balanced intuition with action, gender. The story of Joseph reminds us that manifestation isn't just about getting what we want, it's about becoming who we're meant to be. The Hermetic principles are tools that help us align with God's divine plan for our lives. When we apply them faithfully, like Joseph, we can turn even the darkest moments into stepping stones toward our destiny.
Know anybody who can get in there? I don't know if because I don't know if that box is working right. I didn't push every button on there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, man. that. You need proof of where you've been. You have a good one.
Internationally, 602-832-7440. That's 602-832-7440. Or go to PhoenixSecretForWeightLoss.com.
At the light, turn right onto Honeycomb
To my
Road.
family and friends, my knees are quite troublesome. But for me to tell them now they're doing so much better, they were amazed, and I've been amazed.
QC Kinetic Cellular Therapies. Yes, it is amazing how these non-surgical treatments deliver joint pain relief for patients like Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor.
Each week I started noticing that I could sleep and not have pain. I could play pickleball. I could do a CrossFit exercise routine.
QC Kinetics revitalizes your joints so you can move again without the pain pills or invasive surgery.
You know, I'm 60 years old and I want to stay competitive as long as I can. And QC has allowed me to do that. They did me right and really made a difference in my life.
Book your free consultation with QC Kinetics today and experience the difference for yourself.
I like to go.
QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN. 602-837-PAIN.
Continue on Honeycomb Road for 2 miles.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's Cars with a K. Your car could be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher. Donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate. TARFM, Glendale, Phoenix. At ABC 15, we stand for what's right, taking on challenging issues and driving real change. Listening and making sure your voice is heard. Investigating and informing the world. We are ABC 15 Arizona.
President has joined a growing list of high-profile visitors to the Valley this week. Vice President Kamala Harris is here to take part in a rally in Chandler this evening, which is now underway. KTR News and KTR.com will bring you complete coverage of the Vice President's stop. Meanwhile, the race for the White House between the Vice President and former President Donald Trump continues to tighten. ABC News senior congressional correspondent Rachel Scott goes to Detroit Riverside. It's all flying today.
The new national polling showing Harris and Trump essentially tied. Harris up by 1 point.
Thank you.
Trump bringing his economic message to Detroit. But as he went after Harris, he also insulted the city he was campaigning in. Bringing a quick response from the state's Democratic governor, Gretchen Whitmer, warning, you better believe Detroiters won't forget this November.
Prop 314, also known as the Secure the Border Act, will allow state and local police to arrest people who cross the border illegally. A group of Arizona leaders are urging voters now to see no to that.
Controllers of Prop 314 believe the federal government hasn't done enough to secure the southern border, and the measure will give local law enforcement the power to do something about the issue themselves. Police, however, like South Coast County Sheriff David Hathaway, say the bill would foster a system of racial profiling.
There's a lot of sensational rhetoric about migrants saying that they're coming here to rape, kill, plunder, steal. Migrants are 1/3 as likely to commit a crime as a native-born American. Migrants are 1/3 as likely to go on welfare as a native-born American.
He also says the proposition wouldn't include funding to pay for it and would create a burden on jails, law enforcement, and the courts. Dalton Krolak, KTAR News.
The U.S.
In 1,000 feet at the traffic circle, take the first exit and stay on Honeycomb Road.
Arizona State Forester Tom Torres says the state and federal partnership will help protect 11 million acres of Forest Service lands in the state. He says the 2022 wildfire crisis strategy helped them identify vulnerable areas.
21 landscapes have been identified across the western United States. 3 of those landscapes are already
Exit the traffic circle onto Honeycomb Road.
tribal landscape.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Tarragona Boulevard. Take the next right onto Tarragona Boulevard. Turn left onto North Goleta Street, then turn right onto Tarragona Boulevard. right onto West Merced Street.